Are you worried about email marketing in the sense that if you send more emails, that you're going to have more people unsubscribing? This is something that a subscriber emailed me about the other week, saying this is the thing that frustrates her the most. That every time she sends an email, she gets bigger unsubscribes. So I want to talk about why that could happen, how you fix that, and a better way to approach your own email marketing efforts. And hey, if we haven't met, I'm Les Cartwright, founder of Hustle and Groove, and I have worked with over 1,000 creative entrepreneurs and helping them ditch social media and make daily sales, all using email marketing. And today I want to just talk to you about what it really looks like to get people unsubscribing, what kind of unsubscribe rate you're shooting for, things you need to pay attention to, that type of thing. So what I'm going to do is show you what it looks like inside my Kit account so that you can see just what this kind of looks like and what my unsubscribe rate really is. So as you can see over here on the far right hand side, Kit does give you some ideas around what your unsubscribe rate is. Now, for your overarching account, so not based on each individual email, but your overarching account, you're looking for less than 3% unsubscribe rate, right? That's what you want in total. So as you can see, I am sending out emails, and I do tend to segment too. So that's a pro tip that we'll talk about in a second, but I'm typically getting anywhere from 6 to 1 unsubscribe per email. Now you can just kind of see what that looks like. So this is the actual unsubscribe, column here, and then what my actual unsubscribe rate. So you can see that my unsubscribe rate is actually really, really low based on the number of emails or people that are currently in my account. Now here's the thing to know about my particular account is I send daily emails. Now, some of those emails are automated. So these are my broadcast emails that you're seeing here. My automated emails have an even higher open rate and lower unsubscribe rate. I'm going to show you one of those right now. Okay, so I want to walk you through what this looks like as part of an automated area and what the open rates, unsubscribe rates, that type of thing. So I have several email series that go out, and the one that we're looking at here is the 1K Lab email series 2. And this is an email that goes out on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So that means that outside of those days, I'm writing actual emails. These ones are all automated. So when we go into the reports area, this is where you're going to see what the open rates are and what the unsubscribe rates are. So as you can see here, these have consistently got pretty good open rates. And then you can see my unsubscribes are very, very low. And that's because I'm following a framework called the Nurture and Sell framework. You can check that out in the description below because I have gone through this many, many times, and actually I've done a video on it. So you will find that also somewhere up above here. But basically the reason why I have such a low unsubscribe rate, in my opinion, is because I always tell stories in my emails. I follow the Nurture and Sell framework, which is basically start with a story, share a lesson that's relevant to your audience, provide an action step, and then provide some type of clear call to action. And that could be to go and check something out. It could be to a paid offer, but it's whatever you want them to actually do. So let me just kind of look at some of this here so that you can actually see what I mean in this content. So I'm just going to go into this one here. You can see here it says number one reason your offers aren't selling. And I'm starting with a really short story. And this is the other misconception that people often have, is that you have to tell elaborate stories. You absolutely do not. This story that I'm starting with is literally 2 lines of text. I said, hey, this morning I was reviewing some fascinating data about why certain offers sell like hotcakes while others are well crickets. After 15 plus years in business, I've learned something crucial. People don't always buy what they need, they buy what they want. So 3 lines of text is all you need for your story. Does not need to be some big elaborate thing. And then all I'm doing is linking to the YouTube video. So that's kind of The lesson is in the highlighted piece of text, and then the action step is there. But I've also then broken that down in the Tuesday takeaway component is here's what your action step is going to look like. And then the call to action is want to know what your audience actually wants to buy, question mark. And then I've also put a little PS as well. And this is another way that you can get in like a lesson or an action step is you can pop it down into the PS as well. The whole point of this is when you nurture and sell on a regular basis, it reduces your unsubscribe rate and increases your open rate and increases your deliverability because more people are going to engage with the content that you're sending out. So my recommendation is this: if you want to ensure that your emails are getting less unsubscribes, send more emails. First things first, right? The more emails that you send, the lower that your unsubscribe rate is going to be. And that's just how this works because people who join your email list genuinely want to hear from you, and those that don't unsubscribe, which is totally fine. The other thing that you have to pay attention to is that if you are starting to see your unsubscribe rate go up instead of down, then potentially the audience that you have on your email list is not the audience that you want to be talking to. Anytime someone unsubscribes is because they're not gelling with whatever it is that you're saying. Again, absolutely fine. Our job is simply to find the audience that actually resonates with what we're actually saying. So if you do see your unsubscribe rate going up, then take a step back and think through, how did the people who are on my list join, for starters? What are those entry points? And two, what am I saying in my emails? And again, you want people to unsubscribe because you're paying for people on your email list, right? So I celebrate unsubscribes because at the end of the day, I know that I can't help every single person in this world. I would love to, but not everyone resonates and gels with the way that I present information. They might find my voice annoying, who knows? But I'm totally okay with people unsubscribing. All you've got to do is just make sure that you're bringing in the right audience to begin with. So if you're starting to see large unsubscribe rates, then definitely pay attention to the way people are coming into your world and the content that you're sharing inside your emails. And in the next video that is coming up on your screen, you're going to find another way that you can start to create more opportunities for people to buy from you inside your emails. I'll see you in that video.